What's up, you guys? I'm Dougie McDowell for Saturday Morning Cartoons, and let me explain something to you.
Pretty Fraser, dude. She can't handle it. I can't handle it. 10 out of 10 fucking movie.
I didn't know what to expect with this.
No.
I'm ignorant to most things Japanese culture. That's for sure. And then you go into this movie about the rental family concept, and it's like all of this thing where it's fake but socially accepted, and I'm like, man, I really am ignorant to Japanese culture. No clue. Brendan Fraser absolutely acted his ass off. Yes, this movie rental family directed by Hikari. I don't know who Hikari is. He let Brendan Fraser act his ass. She let Brendan Fraser act his act off.
Very successful, prominent director in Japan.
Really?
Yes.
I was actually surprised. And this makes me look bad that I was surprised. I don't know actors, right?
Yeah.
When we're talking English films and English, so for me to have known, I did not think I would know who Takehiro Hira was, but that motherfucker was in Shogun, and immediately I was like, that's Ishido. I knew exactly who that fool was. Yep. So I was in it. I was locked from the start. Not that I wasn't excited to watch it, but I was oh my God, right? I know somebody. I'm locked in.
That's the guy that runs Rental Family, right?
Yeah, that's the boss. That's the boss. His name is Shinji. Shinji is his name in the show. Yeah, he's the boss. I liked it. And the girl, Mara Yamamato, she plays in Monarch Legacy of Monsters.
Yes.
Yeah, she's one of the scientists or doctors or whatever.
Yes.
I've never watched that shit, but that's a major role. I figured I'd mention it. But yeah, I didn't have a lot of expectations. I didn't even really know a lot about it. I don't think I'd watched maybe one trailer, and then I'd seen some of the viral marketing they tried to do, which was just they paid sponsored TikTok posts to play Brendan Fraser's toothpaste ad from the movie, nothing about the movie, but
it was just about
the actual his acting shit from the movie was promoted on TikTok.
Yeah, his character Philip as the actor.
Yeah, Philip the actor. I didn't have a lot of expectations, but holy shit, number one, what a heartwarming film. Absolutely emotionally wrecked me so many times. Just all around, they let Brendan Fraser act his ass off. It was, I feel like few movies have me destroyed. I'm wrecked emotionally, and within 30 seconds, I've thrown my head back laughing.
Yeah.
The transition, or just the juxtaposition of how funny this movie is, followed by how absolutely gut-wrenchingly sweet and heart-wrenching. I don't know. It was so I didn't expect it at all, dude.
No, it was insane. For those of you that don't know, in November of 2025, Brendan Fraser and the incredible director Hikari came out with this amazing concept of a movie called Rental Family. And it stars Brendan Fraser as a struggling actor in Japan, where he gets hired they sell emotion, where it is such a weird and frankly very primitive fucking concept, to be perfectly honest with you, with how ass backwards certain things are in Japan. Let's be very fucking clear about it. This movie shows it. Wow, this is so odd. From every minute, the entire movie, Lexi and I were watching it and just enthralled with this concept and what Brendan Fraser brought to the table, his innate ability to be as confused, humorous, and almost desperate in a sense. It was so amazing.
Yeah. And it is weird.
Yes,
it's
100%.
It's weird. I think the characters in the movie even kind of acknowledge it. They're like, it's all acting. It's fine. You can't break the illusion. I don't know. It was a weird thing, and I thought it was kind of funny. It wasn't his first one, but it was once he joined the rental company, and it was his first assignment was the
funeral,
getting married. His first once he joined. So his first real assignment was he was going to be the groom in a wedding with a girl, and all of the family knew it was fake, and the girl knew it was fake, but it was still It was a step that had to be done for her to progress her life in Japanese culture,
Yes.
apparently, which, you know, I'm probably butchering that, but I'm, again, completely ignorant to all of that before this movie. And it's framed as like, why am I doing this? This is so weird and sad. And then it gets to the end and, you know, she had a girlfriend. Like,
Yeah.
that was why, because she was gay. And I was like, dude, that is so sweet. And that is the only sweet thing in the movie. Everybody else is a selfish-ass motherfucker for using this service, bro.
Everybody else
sucks.
It was a fucking
That mom
problem.
sucks,
Let's be very fucking
bro.
clear. Let's be.
Oh, my God.
Okay. I want to talk about. Okay, so the opening shot of Brendan Fraser when he finally gets to his apartment and he's not watching TV. He's watching other people's lives because he's so.
Yeah.
He's so forgotten and lost and alone that it, man, it's such a, that was so, this movie made me feel awkward and unsettling because you were like,
Yeah, a good unsettling
it brought
feeling.
a sense of desperation to it that I didn't enjoy in humans in the slightest. It made me very, very
It
uncomfortable.
really, yeah, it kind of brings to light a side of people that's really sad to kind of see them acknowledge.
Yes, 100%.
Like the guy, it's framed as like he was so happy with how his fake funeral thing went, but like that's so sad that you feel so unloved and unworthy that you even to the point that you're going to hire a group of actors to do this fake funeral and then you love it. Like that's just sad to a different degree.
Yeah.
Or like every single instance was just like this is like, go to therapy, please. Like, talk to somebody about
and
how
even
you
he says,
feel.
have they
man.
thought about therapy?
Exactly.
But mental
yeah.
health is very odd in that.
Yeah,
you know?
it's so taboo and just this is what they do.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, let's be very
that's
clear. It is very
crazy.
ass backwards coming from Americans, but let's be very clear. We understand, and we let Ray and I have no issue with letting gay people get married, and we understand that therapy is understandable. So you have to get over stuff. If you feel like you want to die and you want to know, like, you want people to miss you and this, that, and the other, just go to therapy. It's that simple in America. It's okay. I understand. It's bass backwards in other places, but like. We got that right to an extent a little bit, but like, whoa,
Bro, that was
this
the weird
show-
thing about.
This is wild.
That was the weird thing about. I don't know how Japan feels about gay marriage, but it felt like to me, once Philip married the girl and they got their wedding photos, I feel like they're cool with. I don't know why I got the vibe after the wedding. Obviously, she's going to be with her girlfriend for the rest of her life, right? Around
Yes.
her parents, I'm assuming.
Yep.
I think they're just ignoring it, right? I think that's just the implication is, oh, you married a man. This is your friend. We'll leave it at that for the rest of our lives.
I believe,
Like,
yes.
that's kind of the
100%.
vibe I got. And
Yes.
that's just insane.
Yeah. And I
So I don't know how that makes them feel about the actual,
I have I have-
homosexuality of it.
These
but-
might be hot takes, Ray, but I think the fact that the man that cheated on his wife wasn't the worst character in the movie.
Yeah.
Let's be and she gets hit because of it. You know, like and that's still not the worst.
That's some bullshit.
Like, he's still not the worst character in the movie. Does that make sense to you guys? Because holy shit,
there was some bad characters.
Because
man.
number one, the mom is the biggest piece of shit. Because
Listen.
you're mad. You didn't want. He's an
He's
American.
not. He wasn't her father. He was the father you hired to step up, and then you fire him for texting your daughter. You say you need to be her father. She cannot find out you're not really her father, and so he texts her daughter. That's too far. What are you talking about? And so you fire 2 days later. The whole premise of that mom is terrible. They never
100%.
revealed like what happened to her real father, where that was. That none of that was ever said. But like, what the fuck could she have possibly wanted?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know what the fuck she could have. She was a terrible, like a great written character, but a terrible person.
Yeah,
I feel like.
and I want this to be very clear. That kid was not getting in the school with her answers.
Yeah.
No, those are generic. Those are every basic.
They token white guide their way in. Yeah. If they were typical Japanese, I don't think they would have stood out. I think Brendan Fraser going above and beyond, showing the phone. I think that he fucking killed it. There's no way that Mia gets into that school without Brendan Fraser going nuts.
He's the American dad. Look how proud he is of his kid. Yes, 100%.
He pulled his phone out to show art. Yeah, that probably wasn't that impressive.
And that
we saw her art I've seen better.
And he
you know?
did it so long, and they were like, okay, thank you. Like,
Yeah, they had to tell him, like, go sit down, dude.
yeah, like it's.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I'm sorry. You played a proud dad that's now back in your child's life. You fucking monster.
Yeah.
You told him to sell emotion.
He's an actor. I don't know. Yeah, she was not my favorite. And this is the difference. This is one of my favorite things. If this was an American-made movie, right? Two things happened that did not happen by the end of Rental Family.
Yes.
You're so insane.
I know.
Oh God, it physically hurts me. If this was an American movie, two things would have happened. Number one, Philip is falling in love with the sex worker, right? I feel like in some way the sex worker is like in game way down the line, and he kind of just realizes he has a genuine connection with her.
100%.
Because that's not just a gag character in an American movie. Like in the end, I feel like somehow because she comes up again with the face paint or the fortune thing. In an American movie, there's a third act with that. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And then another thing, in the end, when he turns down the acting job in Korea, and he says, "I'm going to stay here and work for Rental Family," it's like 6 hours later. The shit with Mia goes down, and he gets fired. He's like, "The next session's your last. You're not going to be with her, her stepdad or her dad anymore." In an American movie, in some way, he either falls in love with the woman, or the woman falls in love with him, and they have a relationship, and he actually becomes Mia's stepdad, or he just somehow he is such a good dad that the mom's like, okay, you got to be in her life, and then he's like dad that way. Yeah. Like in an American movie, that facade kept going,
yes,
and it wasn't, I'm Philip, an actor, but I'm still going to be your friend. I get like the ending they did have.
Yeah,
like in an American movie, end game was. Like he's actually Mia's dad or he's Mia's stepdad. I thought that was a cool difference in, like, I don't want to say subverting expectations, because I'm sure Hikari has made films like this in the past that, tell this kind of story, but I, of course, had no idea going into it. And then especially with that, because I feel like an American... What was the genre even movie was this? I almost said rom-com, but that's not at all what it was. In an American-made movie, it would have felt like a rom-com, I feel like.
Without a doubt.
But with this, it was amazing. Like, it was a beautifully shot movie. Like you talked earlier about when he's, like, looking out his balcony at the people all around. Like, every time they showed buildings or people inside buildings doing stuff from the outside, like, the way the shots were blocked. All the camera work, like the color grading.
Like when they first meet
gorgeous
the
movie.
young girl, like the what girl's gonna get married, and he's standing at the window, like the shot of them looking up, and he's at the window, and they're talking about like as she's walking away, like those shots were really fucking impressive.
Beautiful fucking movie, yeah.
And this is something that really, okay. So he was hired to write the life story of this old man, one of the greatest Japanese actors, who has been in legitimately over 100 films. Like, that wasn't a joke. Like, this is a bad mamma jamma.
So, a question, because again, this is how little I know. Is that was made for the movie, or is that that actor is it based on like a real life Japanese legendary actor kind of thing?
No, but I personally believe they based it kind of off of him. Because the actor himself has been in over 100 productions.
Oh, the actor that played Coco? Or whatever the old man's name was?
Gakuyo or something
or something. Yeah.
Coco. Yes, he's been in all kinds of productions. Has wrote books. He went to war, like he was captured. Like this is a bad mamma jamma.
That's awesome.
And so for him to go into this life of acting was so beautifully done, and the very end of the scene. You expect him to die alone. You expect him to die in the woods. You did not, or at the beach. Like you see the waves.
When you see his fedora sitting on his jacket, I was like, that dude just went to the ocean.
100%.
Like I thought he was gone. And and then when he fell, I thought he was gone. For so many times, I thought, Brendan Fraser is fucked.
Yep.
How is he gonna explain
100%.
this?
And when you see the tree. Yeah. And he remembers. He's like, I don't want to lose this memory. Like we have to hurry before I lose it again.
Yeah.
And all of it comes back to him in that moment.
It's so beautiful, dude.
Dude, I was fucking sobbing. And I messaged you throughout the movie.
You did, yeah. You cursed Brendan Fraser's name probably 4 or 5 times.
Yes, how dare you make me feel these feelings? It was beautiful. It was an absolute masterpiece of what he was able to accomplish in this movie.
Yeah, I thought everything with the old man was so great, especially because he hurt me the most. I like when it's something like, oh, what was the Johnny Knoxville movie we watched? Dream something.
Okay, yes, okay. So you
Dream Team, like
so
when
you
it's
brought this up earlier, at the very beginning of the episode. You were like, when watching these movies, like within the first couple of seconds, I'm already like, because it gets to you in your heartstrings. When I saw this movie and I texted you, Oma, how are you doing? Because I remember you being like, I couldn't watch fuck that Johnny Knoxville movie. The way I talked about this Brendan Fraser movie, he was like, how dare Johnny why is everyone doing this to me right now? It was so great.
Bro,
and I knew immediately how you felt.
Yeah, that movie hurt. What I can't remember. It's
Dream Team
or something. Yeah, it's where he's like a recovering alcoholic and he's just a terrible dad, but he tries to do better by the end. That movie wrecked me. I cried so many times. This movie, Brendan Fraser wasn't a bad dad. In fact, he wasn't a dad at all. He was the actor that was hired to be the dad that stepped up.
Yep.
Right? So I was like, I didn't cry during this movie. Like, I was there, getting there with the old man. If he would have died in the woods or in the ocean, I would have bawled. But how he died, like it was perfect. Yeah, I think the dynamic where it's, man, I fucked up. I know I need to be better for my 9-year-old or my 8-year-old. Like, that dynamic wrecks me because I can't help but put myself in their shoes.
Yes,
and I'm
of course.
like, I'm a great dad, so I'm like not a piece of shit like that.
Damn right he is a great dad.
But I'm still like, when I watch a movie, I can still put myself in their shoes and I'm like, I know what that would feel like. And then that makes me cry because I'm like, I hate that it's that way. But with this one, thankfully, he was a great dad to me. It was the mom that was horrible.
Yeah, no, 100%.
It was the mom that sucked.
100%.
Brendan Fraser wanted to be a great dad. And so I was in it. I didn't cry over it, which I was so proud of myself.
And my mother, let's see, we're 19 minutes. There's no way my mother's watching this. Growing up with a toxic mother, I could tell that in her eyes, she thought she knew what was best because in her eyes, she was like, I'm caring about my child's education. But she wasn't caring about the child. And
yeah, she didn't actually give a shit about me.
Yes,
that was the thing.
So seeing that just being like, Brendan Fraser fucking rules, dude. My dad, you also hate your dads, not me. I fucking love my dad. Like it made me so happy to see. Also, way to set up Brendan Fraser for failure. First of all, because that opening scene when he meets Mia, she's like, she's been asking for this. You set him up.
Yeah.
You know how intellectually capable your daughter is. You know how she's talking, this, that, and the other. You're trying to get in one of the best schools in Japan. You're gonna sit there and tell me, oh yeah, she doesn't think that you're gonna buy her love with that backpack. She set him up for failure.
Yeah, she did him dirty.
Oh, when I saw that, I went, how dare you? How dare you?
It cracks me up, man.
Oh,
it was, I don't know.
Because in any other sense, that means that she talked and she was like, oh, she's been talking about this backpack. You should get it for her. Like, regardless, she's setting him up in any whether it's fake or not, like, she's setting the dad up in that. And I don't like that. That really upset me.
And especially not telling Mia that she was meeting her dad that day. Like, there was I hate to... I try to be pro-woman. I try to be pro-women as much as I can. Listen, I check TikTok. I still see y'all watching that Anya Taylor-Joy clip. Okay? Right. I love women. This mom sucked. And I'm sorry that I have to say that. I'm sorry that as a man, I have to sit here and say that mom in Rental Family was terrible. Yeah. But she did Mia so dirty at every freaking turn. This isn't even about my love for Brendan Fraser. This is about treat your daughter better. Oh, my God. The only time that she was a good mother is when she said, I love you, I'm sorry at the end and sobbed with her daughter. That's the only time in the movie that she was a good parent, and it was for 3 seconds.
Yeah, it's really bad that the man that was cheating on his wife wasn't the worst character. That's what I'm saying.
There were like 3 separate fucking...
So we're about to get into worst characters but before we get into that, the worst character, okay? The daughter hired Brendan John Calloway to write a piece about her father of his life story because no, he doesn't think anyone's going to remember him. Mm-hmm. When he passes in the movie, do you know what happens? camera crews.
Oh yeah,
News
yeah. There's a shit ton of people.
Those were not part of Rental Family.
Yeah, I would imagine they're real.
Well, because it was over already. So everything that he was so worried about.
Oh yeah,
Just
yeah.
accepting, like,
He was worrying about his legacy, and his legacy was huge.
and he had no true idea.
Yeah.
And I think that spoke volumes not only to just his character alone, but to Brendan Fraser's.
Yeah, there was so much of connection between them because they had the one conversation about religion pretty early on.
Oh.
And he was like, you know,
Fuck you.
how do you believe? And Brendan's like, I turned 15, you know, and he makes the white guy Midwestern joke or whatever, Minnesota. Yeah, and the guy, the old man counters, and he says, I think there's a little bit of God in all of us, you know, and I think that's a very powerful thing to say.
100%.
And then they go through this whole jailbreak quest, you know, they're on the road, they're sneaking and, you know, trekking through the woods and over rocks and stuff. And, you know, they have this whole powerful journey thing together. And then at the end, it's absolute, you know, it goes to shit. And then, you know, the old man passes away. But there's the ending scene where, like, Brendan is at the
funeral.
He's at the temple.
Oh,
the temple
yes,
thing.
yeah,
and
yeah.
he's like, he's praying, and then he does the hand thing and the clapping thing. And then, like, the breeze comes through and parts the curtains. And he sees himself in the mirror. And I'm like, bro, that is, like, such a spiritual reconnecting. Because you talk about the movie, he's, like, looking for a way to forgive himself for not going to his dad's funeral. He's like, I went to the airport. I sat in the terminal. I could not go. There's a little bit of God in all of us. And then he prays for the first time, I guess, in the movie that you really see. Like, he has the first, like, him having a spiritual
Yeah. And
moment.
he's not with the old man because
Yeah.
he's passed.
And
Yes.
what does he see when the fucking curtain flaps? He sees himself in the mirror because there's a little bit of God in all of us. You don't have to believe in this, you know, this mega thing above. If you can forgive yourself, like, you can believe in yourself, you can forgive yourself. Like, such a crazy,
And what a good-
like, I didn't expect us to get there by the end. Like, that wasn't the message I thought it was going by the end.
Not in the slightest.
Like,
And what
it
a-
was awesome.
And what a good old man, fuck you. You know what I
He
mean?
got it from beyond the grave, bro.
Yeah.
He got him.
Like, half court, swish.
Fucking
He just,
one of those,
he's
got your
like,
ass, man.
Hey, white man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That,
It was
like,
great, bro.
it truly was. Like, especially the legacy of him entirely was amazing. The fact that he wanted to remember his life before his life.
Yeah.
When he put the pictures with him,
Yes.
like, I'll see you again soon, my friend. Like, it broke down. Doug, fuck this, motherfucker. How dare he? I can't believe. I want to talk about one of the worst characters.
Who and you've been saying this.
The boss.
I can't imagine
The boss. Fuck that boss. He is the biggest piece of shit in the world for
Yes,
two
he is.
reasons.
Yes, he is.
Here's the thing. You've never seen a lot of M. Night Shyamalan movies. You haven't seen the live action Avatar. I've seen a lot of thrillers. A lot of buddy. I don't know how stoned I got or how dumb I am compared to movies, but when he pulled the fake family.
Oh, his own?
Yes.
Yes, when he said, let's start over, I had to pause and take a laugh.
Okay,
I had to walk out of the trailer, hands on hips.
I got up.
That twist was written for me, bro, because it fucking broke my brain.
Dude, okay,
I
cool.
thought that was his real family the entire fucking movie. That's not
100%.
even his son.
No.
That kid was hired.
Dude.
Oh, my God.
Lexi was like, I think I kind of saw it because, like, you believe the lie, it's easier to, like, do or whatever. And Lexi was like,
I never saw it
and
coming,
Lexi was
bro.
like, that kind of always kind of threw something off because why is he so perfect with that family and stuff? So something didn't seem right.
Bro, I didn't see it.
No, I got up, walked out of here, and I went, no way. Are you kidding me?
I had to take a lap,
dude,
man.
what a piece of shit
that
of a
was
character.
the biggest twist. I did not expect it, man. No.
Like, if you believe
my
the lie, it's
God.
easier to sell. What?
Yeah.
Oh, this man is.
I thought he was like kind of a gray character, kind of like helping people, but like, you know, because he knew what he had and what others were missing. I thought that was kind of the slant. that he was on it.
100%.
No, that was nuts.
He's just as lost as the rest of us.
That was nuts. And it was, I don't know, dude. It was what a twist! What a twist,
dude.
I'm sure everybody else that watched it saw it coming, and they'll comment on this clip like, "You guys are fucking idiots."
Yeah.
But no, that was the most mind-bending shit to me.
And that's why I started. I was like, I don't know
God.
how dumb I am to movies now, or if I'm used to Marvel, or if it's just like I was too stoned watching it. That didn't. I was too focused on Brendan Fraser acting his ass off and him trying to get his daughter into a school to think that his boss was running a fake life.
Yes.
I was more shocked. Like I was like, oh, the only twist that we're gonna get is the prostitute is the fortune teller.
Yeah.
Also, never in my wildest days would I ever have to sit and think, hey man, you know what? I want to go watch that movie where Brendan Fraser is in love with, obviously in love with a Japanese prostitute.
Yeah. Also, that Japanese sex worker has the funniest line of the movie. She says, "quote I'll give you 10 more minutes because it's your wedding night."
Dude.
Man of the people, bro.
Dude.
She's a man of the people.
Dude, Lexi, she paused it. She went, she likes him. And of course she does.
Bro, yes. That's what I'm saying. In an American movie, they're in game. There's a
100%.
third act, bro. The fortune teller, that's the second act in an
100%.
American movie.
Oh.
Yeah, let me tell you my
Because now he
funniest...
has a good enough job. Now he can take her away. Now they shouldn't have to work on it. That's the American dream.
Let me tell you my favorite bit of acting from this movie.
Okay.
Right? So we get to the point where Brendan Fraser's in jail. What is her name? Aiko. Aiko has like, she's like, I'm done getting bitched at by these women for cheating on, she's like, I'm not doing the apologies anymore.
Yeah.
She like tells the woman, calls him, says, "Fuck you, I quit." Then she's like, "We're getting him out of jail." So she takes her and Kimura.
Yes.
Or she takes her and Koda. And they're just like, we're going to go pretend to be lawyers. And we're going to go to the old man's estate and talk to him and try to get him to drop these charges. And so they show up and they're talking to like the housekeeper, or the maid or whatever. And they're like, we're here to speak with him. And she's like, okay. And she brings them in. And they're like shitting bricks. They're like, this is so bad. We're not going to be able to do this. And she's like, keep it together. We just got to act. Just act like you belong. And then they hear the intercom buzzer, and it's like, it's the so-and-so police department here to speak with the old man. And they're like, motherfucker. And so they're just shitting bricks, like, how are we going to do this? What are we going to do? What the fuck's going to happen? And the door opens, and in walks their fucking boss, pretending to be the police. That moment had me throw my head back and laugh. There are so few moments in a movie that can make me throw my head back and laugh, but that moment is one of the funniest things I've seen in a movie in a long time.
That's some of the best, in like certain Japanese TV shows, they have really good comedy in certain things. That was
a very Japanese joke. I feel like it was so fucking funny. Bro.
I'll do you one better. When he went, "Oh, I'm the detective," and they went so-and-so law firm on their buttons. When has a lawyer ever been like,
I didn't even notice that.
we're with Ray, Duncan, and Deuce with law firm, and they both at the same time opened it to their boss. Like, what are we doing? Like, I giggled so hard.
It was so fucking funny.
Dude, what a Hikari, you have outdone yourself, man. You have put yourself there with one of the greatest directors in dramatic. Like,
that was easily one of the funniest moments.
Oh, yes.
Second funniest, let's talk. Before he gets hired to Rental Family, he has this assignment where he's hired as like a mourner for a funeral. So here's the thing with Brendan Fraser. He's bigger than I am. I'm a pretty big guy. Yeah. He's taller than I am, and he outweighs me.
Yeah.
And okay, he's in Japan. He's clearly the biggest guy in every room he walks into 100%. By a large amount.
Yes.
So he walks into this funeral parlor that's, mid-morning, and he's like bumbling his way, bowling a china shop type shit to his seat. And then he gets there and he's like, what is going on? This is so somber. Because there's this lady just pouring her heart out. She's like, I miss you so much. You were the great, giving all these compliments to.
You were my high school love.
What you think is his lover, his like widow. And he's sitting there through the weirdest funeral service ever. And then the motherfucker in the coffin pops out, dude. And Brendan Fraser's reaction is just the best. Because what the fuck do you mean? This is a fake funeral.
And the only time you say F, you say fuck in the whole movie. It is the only time you say fuck in the whole movie. That throughout the entire movie, they don't say fuck the entire time. And except for Brendan Fraser, what the fuck?
Oh, I didn't notice that. That's the only time?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it was so good because I was like, whenever you ever going to hear Brendan Fraser say fuck again? Because he doesn't even curse in interviews. He doesn't even curse like a day-to-day.
Man.
That is so awesome. it was such a good movie, dude. Like, the rental family is fantastic. Like, even like the little bits of like them going to, you want to just we talked about the shots and the cinematography of it, the scenes of them in the museum with Mia, adorable, adorable. Like
it was cute as shit.
It really was.
And I thought Mia was a pretty good actor.
Wow.
Like,
absolutely.
I'm not one to judge children, you know, even if they do a shitty job. I rarely say they do a shitty job, but I thought she did a great job. Like, I was impressed.
If acting is what she wants to do for her career, she will have a long-lasting career. If she's doing that at that age, holy shit.
Yeah. I was impressed.
Yeah.
Dude, man, Brendan Fraser, I guess I haven't really watched a lot of his. Well, like, he hasn't been in a shit ton of stuff lately.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was one. They let him act so much, and it was so impressive.
Wow.
A couple of things, like, they left really long, lingering shots for him to like facially act scenes out, and Hikari, that was a great directing decision.
Yes.
Because I feel like a lot of directors would not give him, like, literally, I think one scene was like 15 straight seconds.
Dude.
Before he said a line, and then it was like 15 seconds before he could like continue on. And she let it roll the whole time. It's incredible. Like, it was the most incredible facial acting I think I've ever seen.
Down
from
to
a man.
Him from the very beginning to him, like, when he's done with the audition and he's unzipped his jacket and he's like, and you see, like, then all of a sudden you see the tiredness and like the stress in his face.
Yeah.
And he's on the subway and there's two shots and it's him there and he sees a guy pass on the subway and he decompresses a little bit more and he unzips his jacket and he's finally like, and he tries the rest, but you can tell he's not fully comfortable because he doesn't know, like, the way that he portrayed this, it was in the mannerisms he was able to convey. Wow, dude, like, this was amazing. Like, a spectacle.
It was so good. I will concede, I mean, no less than, I'll say 254 times he hit the Jim Halpert face. He did hit that face a lot. He is a white guy living in Japan. Of course he's going to hit the Jim face.
Yeah.
But in the nuance inside of those 250 times of hitting the Jim face was the most amazing facial acting.
Yes.
Like, I mean, he acted great throughout the movie, but like those decisions when they cropped into just his face.
Yeah.
She just let him act, bro. And this is just the greatest thing they could have done.
Also, I didn't realize Brendan Fraser spoke that well in Japanese.
That was insane.
That was nuts.
Yeah. That was another thing I didn't expect. It's a Japanese movie. Why didn't I expect there to be a ton of Japanese? I didn't expect to read a lot of this movie. But yeah, his being able to switch between was flawless, it felt like.
Absolutely.
To an ignorant white guy that doesn't speak Japanese, it felt really good. Like, it was a great...
Way better than I ever thought Brendan Fraser, George of the Jungle, was ever going to do.
Yeah.
Jack O'Connell.
That's a good way to put it.
Jack O'Connell from the fucking Mummy speaking Japanese is fucking crazy, you know? Like, I was so impressed. Dude, I can't get over just the shots they took in the forest, them going back to his childhood home.
The beaches, like the childhood home, and then showing like the beach scene or what, like everything they shot was gorgeous.
And in all reality, he was giving him his life story in the very end.
He really was.
Like, this was my first stage. I used to perform.
It is kind of sad that he was just acting.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad that he wasn't actually like trying to write a story or document or anything.
Breaks my fucking heart.
Yeah, because he was like, they say with dementia, and I'm going to say it was dementia because they kept making a show of him forgetting his shoes, and that's the first thing with dementia is you start forgetting your shoes. Or you start like not thinking about needing shoes or whatever. Like, that's the first motor thing to go. Like, they start reverting to their childhood, what they remember the best or whatever, their fondest or first. And like him, he wanted to go home. He wanted to see that one last time. And then saying like, yeah, this really was my first stage. Like, that is such a raw fucking...
It really was.
He probably had never even told his daughter that kind of shit. Like, it was... And it sucks that he was just acting. Like, he wasn't actually writing the story. That sucks.
The scene where they're sitting down and they're eating lunch and he's like, do you have a daughter? And he's like, I do, yeah. And he's like, my daughter used to call me the man on the TV screen.
Oh,
and
that's sad.
And immediately you're like, oh, so, like you're 100% right. He probably never told his daughter that.
Yeah.
Like he probably, and at the very end where she's like, I knew him as dad, and you see that shot of Brendan Fraser clenching his jaw.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you knew how you felt, like because he knew, like he was able to gain that friendship to know like that's not how you saw your dad.
Yeah, exactly.
And very very underrated. Just perfectly fine, but we haven't talked about it the entire episode. Dude, video game friend.
Oh, the video game friend?
I didn't like them going to strip club.
Well, hold on. I don't think that was a strip club. I think that was a pussy play.
Oh, it was a Pong show. Yes, 100%. But they are at strip clubs.
Was it? It looked... I've never been to a strip club.
Yeah.
In America or anywhere, but it's specifically in America because that's the only country I've ever been to.
Right.
In the movie, that looked way classier than I ever imagined like a strip joint to look. So yeah, it seemed like some highbrow looking.
It is things of that
porn.
nature.
I don't. That would have been a hard one to
like blowing
get paid to
bubbles
go
and
to.
ping pongs out. You know what I mean? That type. Yeah, that's what that is.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
It was strange. I didn't like that part. It is kind of funny though that I don't know, to get hired to come over and play fucking Street Fighter 6 with each other.
And then he helps clean up his house. Helps him get back on track. He's like, did you shave your beard? Like, hey, buddy.
Yeah, he kind of does. That was the thing is sprinkled in there. There was he definitely helped the first girl who was gay, and then he definitely helped the incel
dude
type video game guy. Yeah. So, but at the same time, like they definitely ruined Mia's life quite a bit for a while.
Definitely fucked her up.
Fucked her up quite a bit.
Don't know who's lying anymore.
Yeah, the old man, like, you completely fed into his delusions. You took him on a 1,000-mile fucking dangerous road trip. It worked out. It made a great movie, but that was pretty dangerous, buddy.
Yeah.
The whole premise of that fucking company
in
is
America,
just nuts.
in an American movie, he would have been in handcuffs. They wouldn't have been polite about it.
I feel like we saw something kind of similar with Peanut Butter Falcon with Shia LaBeouf. Yeah, when he takes the kid.
Yeah.
Like it's really not.
Wrestling school.
It's like Dakota Johnson's responsibility. Like she's the guardian.
Yeah.
And he's just like, we're gonna float down the swamp on a fucking piece of wood. I'm like, no, you should be in jail as soon as you land. Like, I don't know. It kind of felt like that dynamic. I've watched just a few Brendan Fraser movies. But like we talked a lot about his facial acting, and one thing that kept just blowing me away, dude, it kept blowing me away, is he would do this one thing where he would like kind of purse his lips or press his lips together. I just kept seeing David Corn sweat. Like I am blown away how much they like look alike to an extent, and then they act alike. Like the just specifically like the pursing the lips kind of thing.
No,
it was so David Cornsweat as Superman.
A young Brendan Fraser looks just like him.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, and
it's crazy.
And not to mention, Brendan Fraser was also almost Superman.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
it makes sense. I don't know.
I respect it. And
it was just amazing.
The eyes are big. Like big in proportion to the face and everything, and it is the mouth as well. Like they do look similar, and they act
crazy to me.
Oh, dude, it was so good.
It was blowing my mind.
What do you rate this movie out of 10?
I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 on Letterboxd. So what's that? 9 something out of 10?
Yeah,
9 out of 10.
I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, damn good.
I respect it, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not yet, please go to a theater, go to Letterboxd, go to wherever you can find this movie, Rental Family by the director Hikari, starring Brendan Fraser. It is absolutely phenomenal. Dude, wow. Yeah, I truly hope it's going to be up for Oscar nominations. So far, I've heard nothing but the best. The old man is up for a supporting actor.
The old man should get one. Brendan should get a nomination.
The other worker, the girl worker,
she's Mari Yamamoto.
Yeah, they're talking about her for supporting actress. Mm-hmm. Like Brendan is talking. They're talking about Best Picture, and they're talking about Brendan Fraser for winning Best Actor.
Yeah.
Like.
I like the, just to shout to him real quick. His name is Kimura Bun.
Yes.
He played Coda, the fourth person.
Legend.
That was like one of his first acting roles. He didn't have a lot of credits on IMDb. I thought he was so funny. Every time he smiled was like the most joyful smile. Yeah, dude. Very funny.
When he was
very
excited to meet Brendan Fraser, he was like, I love that commercial.
Yes,
like,
yes, so good. Yes. Or like whenever he was he was missing, and they were like kept apologizing.
Yes,
and he had like the biggest fake smile on his face. It was so funny just seeing that. I don't know why, it was so good acting, but yeah. Shout out Kimura Bun. Shout out Mario Yamamoto, Takehiro Hira, and of course Brendan Fraser.
it was
all
fantastic.
fucking fantastic performances.
This is, I believe. Oh no, I lied. This is our second movie of the year reviewed, because Now You See Me 3 was.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yes, but hey, let me tell you, man, this was one
That was
for
a
the
good
record
one.
books.
That
I
was a
truly hope
damn
this wins
good
as
one.
many awards as it can. You know, it'll go up against like Marty Supreme and other movies that are probably out. I couldn't tell you. I don't really give a shit. But like, if anyone should be up there for Best Actor, it should be fucking Chalamet or Brendan Fraser. Ladies and gentlemen, Ray and I both give Rental Family 9 out of 10. Please go see it wherever you can. Please nominate and help vote for Brendan Fraser. He deserves this award. The director deserves the whole production company. This movie was fantastic, bar none, hands down. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been Doug. This has been Ray. Drink plenty of water, and we'll see you guys next time for another review. Peace.
Hey, what happened? Why are those squiggles on the screen?
Those are called end credits, Patrick.
End credits? But I don't want it to end!